Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweepy Diaries. It's your girl Sweepy, and I'm back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome to the channel. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweepy Diaries. We're happy to have you. Thank you for coming. When you come in, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. So we are here to talk about a couple items that I saw that look like they're pretty exciting that I wanted to talk about. Looks like Kevin Hart, he has a personal shopper assistant. Allegedly, child, this person used $1 million off of his credit card. And we're going to talk about that. Love and Hip Hop's Arkansas Mo, which was Cardi Red. Been talking about Cardi B so much, y'all. Cardi Red's man, he has been charged with wire fraud, bank fraud, all types of money fraud, for defrauding the government off of the PPP loan program due to the coronavirus. So, honey, we're going to get into this. Sit back and let's read this shit because these people are out here stealing, okay? And one quick mention. We moving on. I don't want nobody coming in this chat talking about the shit that Camille just shared because I blocked the bitch from my channel. So I saw her rebuttal to what I said in my video. It took her not only 5 seconds to fucking make a response and a long typed ass paragraph, tag me in it, and I responded, girl, you've been wanting to do this for a long time. Go jump off a fucking cliff. And I blocked the bitch from my channel. So I'm not doing this with these bitches. I'm about to show these bitches that how real bitches act. We're going to talk about some content today. We done with Cardi B and them until we find some more motherfucking documents. And we're going to get into this detail shit, okay? Because these PPP programs and all that, there have been a lot of people defrauding the government from these programs. Not only are they defrauding from the PPP, they're actually also defrauding from the PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, all of those programs. A lot of fraud has been taking place with these programs. And I believe, the government was so overwhelmed when the coronavirus hit and everybody was, offices were closing. They was trying to shovel people around to answer to these applications. And a lot of shit was just being pushed through and approved, because they wanted to get this money out to people that needed it. And so there is a lot of fraud that's going to be uncovered in 2021 as well, because now that things have settled down and people are getting back to work, there's vaccines for the virus, and it might be getting a little bit manageable on these jobs and stuff with the employees. Now people are able to start looking at these applications, reviewing stuff that, came through, and they're going to start to see that a lot of it was fraud. So, child, we're going to cover that and see, what is going on with that, because I pulled the court document, of course, because I always come with a receipt, and we're going to dig into this, okay? So here's the article about Arkansas Mo. And I wanted to do Cardi Red. Does she know about this shit? Love and Hip Hop's Arkansas Mo indicted with Fed bank fraud charges. Maurice Fain, aka Arkansas Mo, who stars on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, was indicted Wednesday afternoon. So, and this was Wednesday afternoon, this article, June 24th. So in June, because it wasn't just this Wednesday. You're gonna look at this article. This article was published in June 2020 by the Atlanta Voice. Okay. Shout out to the Atlanta Voice. Go check out their online publication. Maurice Fane, aka Arkansas Mo, who stars on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, was indicted Wednesday afternoon by a federal grand jury. Fane is charged with bank fraud, making a false statement to a federally insured financial institution, and money laundering, all in connection with Paycheck Protection Program loan. In addition, Fane is charged with wire fraud in connection with a Ponzi scheme. Oh Lord, I thought people was done with the Ponzi schemes. That's them pyramid damn schemes where you take money from one person, then give it to another. Oh Lord. The emergency lending provisions of the Paycheck Protection Program were intended to help small businesses survive the COVID-19 pandemic, said the U.S. Attorney. Fane allegedly used PPP loan proceeds to live a luxurious lifestyle that included leasing a Rolls Royce and purchasing expensive jewelry, as well as making payments to individuals involved in the Ponzi scheme. We intend to investigate and charge anyone who inappropriately diverts these critical funds for personal gain. According to the indictment from August 24th, 14 through May 2020, Faye posed as the owner of a profitable trucking business. However, Faye's trucking business never generated enough revenue to cover its expenses. Faye caused approximately 20 individuals to invest over $5 million in his trucking business. So there's the Ponzi scheme right there. That's why this is going from August 24th to May, because not only was it the PPP loan situation, but it was getting people to invest in his trucking business. They invested over $5 million. And that's usually how Ponzi schemes work. People get money from investors and they be using their money to pay off returns on other people's so-called shares and all this. And it's just a big ass circle of the money going around. But really the person that's initiated the scheme is the one making it, profiting most of the money. Fane promised that he would use the investors' money to purchase and operate trucks. Instead, Fane used the investors' money to pay his personal debts and expenses and to fund an extravagant lifestyle for himself. During the wire fraud scheme, Fane transferred more than $5 million to a casino to cover for his personal gambling and entertainment expenses. Damn, how you spend $5 million at a casino? So when you be fronting on this love and hip hop on these fucking TV shows, this was the government's money? Jesus. As soon as Fane took control of the PP loan proceeds, he began using the PP loans for improper purposes, including the following: $40,000 for past due child support he paid, $50,000 for restitution owed in a previous fraud case, $65,000 in cash withdrawals, $85,000 for custom-made jewelry, $136,000 to lease a 2019 Rolls Royce, $230,000 to associates who helped him run the Ponzi scheme, and $907,000 to help an associate start a new business. I wonder who the associate was that he started this damn new business for, honey. $907,000. Who the fuck did he give that to? I want to know, to start this new business. I don't know, honey. Wonder who. At a time when small businesses are struggling for survival, we cannot tolerate anyone driven by personal greed who misdirects federal emergency assistance earmarked for keeping businesses afloat, said Chris Hacker, special agent in charge of FBI Atlanta, in his statement. During the investigation, federal agents seized the following proceeds of Fame's bank fraud scheme: 617,000 seized from 7 bank accounts, the 136,000 to use as a down payment on the Rolls Royce, $779,482 in cash was seized at Fame's residence, 8 Kenworth 10680 trucks, 6 Great Dane refrigerated trailers, a $3,750 diamond ring, a $24,500 diamond bracelet, and a $52,000 Rolex watch. The Paycheck Protection Program is intended to keep the nation's small businesses afloat as the COVID-19 pandemic ravages America. It is unconscionable to fraudulently attempt to gain access to PPP funds at the expense of those who need it most. Honey, a lot of these people have committed fraud on behalf of trying to get these PPP loans. There are a lot of them. And I wonder, hey Tiff, you here? You getting ready to leave? All right. I wonder if Carly knew anything about that. If Carly Red knew anything about that money, that's where he got it from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did fill out these applications for these businesses trying to, keep up their lavish lifestyle, because these motherfuckers off of Love and Hip Hop, they're used to fronting and acting like they got, jewelry and money and cars. Shit, when they cut them cameras off of production on them Love and Hip Hop sets, them damn people didn't know what they was going to do. Like, damn, how we going to eat? Because I remember on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Kirk Frost, that was his first statement when the production cameras stated, yes, Chris, let me try to do it. Give me a second, guys. Give me one moment. Let me do something for one of my subscribers. Let me do something for one of my subscribers really quick. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but with StreamYard, I cannot do it from here for some reason. Let me see. For some reason, you used to be able to do this from here, but I can't. Chris, I'm gonna have to do it after the show, okay? I will definitely comment under this video, Chris. Comment under this video, and I can do the settings from there. So don't do a chat. Actually comment. Go and comment in the comment section, and then I can mod you from there. All right. But yeah, like a lot of people, when they were on the set of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I heard Kirk Frost saying, well, damn, what we going to do now? How we going to eat? When the production came on the set and they were talking about they was shutting down because of Corona. Y'all got to understand, a lot of these entertainers, a lot of these people, they depended on walkthroughs, they depended on club appearances, they depended on that to make their everyday money. They, Love and Hip Hop ain't really paying that, that much money. I mean, it's a gig, it's a nice little money for a gig type of, but they're gig workers. That's why I'm trying to tell a lot of people. There's a lot of people that got them PUA loans, got that PUA unemployment, because it was specifically for gig workers people that usually would not be able to file for regular unemployment because that they didn't have pay stubs to show because they worked as gig workers. So that the government really thought about people that run social media accounts, people that make their living off of YouTube and Instagram and all of that. They really thought about that. That's why those loans, a lot of those programs were created so that so that those people could be able to get some type of money. You know what I'm saying? So when when Masika, they were trying to say Masika was being put out of her place, and she was trying to use Corona as a reason why she couldn't pay the landlord 75,000. Shit, a lot of people were saying that she was on the PUA. Yeah, she probably was on the PUA because gig workers were the ones that qualified for the PUA. So that is really, it's really sad that a lot of people took advantage of this program. And here is the actual paperwork that is filed in the courts for Arkansas Mo. So United States District Court of Northern District Court of Georgia, United States of America versus Maurice Fain, aka Arkansas Mo. This is a criminal complaint under seal, and this was filed in chambers in May 12, 2020. Um, the undersigned complainant, being duly sworn, the state following is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief on or about April 28th, 2020, in Gwinnett County in the Northern District of Georgia. The defendant did knowingly execute and attempt to execute a scheme and artifice to defraud United Community Bank, a financial institution as defined in Title 18, United, whatever, blah, 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 to obtain monies and funds owned by and under the custody and control of United Community Bank by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, and promises, and by the omission of material facts in violation of Title 18, United States Code Section 1344. This is the affidavit signed by the FBI agent. I, Paul Fight, hereby depose and state under penalty of perjury that the following is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. I am a special agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and I have been so employed since 1996. I am currently assigned to the Atlanta Division investigating financial crimes, including wire fraud, mail fraud, bank fraud, and securities fraud. I am a law enforcement officer of the United States within the meaning of 18, blah, blah, blah. I am empowered by law to conduct investigations and to make arrests for felony offenses, federal felony offenses. This affidavit is made in support of a criminal complaint charging Maurice Fain, aka Arkansas Mo, with bank fraud. The affidavit is based in part on my conversations with other law enforcement agents and witnesses and my review of bank records and other documents. This affidavit does not include every fact known to the government, but only those facts necessary to support a finding of probable cause to support the issuance of the requested arrest warrant. The bank fraud statute makes it a federal crime for anyone to knowingly execute or attempt to execute a scheme and artifice to defraud a financial institution or to obtain monies and funds owned by and under the custody and control of a federal financial institution by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, and promises by the omission of material facts. And then this goes on to explain what the Paycheck Protection Program is. It goes on to say how you would apply for it, how you get approved for it, and all of that. Now, this is the Flame Trucking Incorporation. This is Arkansas Mode. This is his company here. It says, according to the records on file with the Georgia Secretary of State, Flame incorporated Flame Trucking on April 4, 2019. Flame is the CEO and CFO of Flame Trucking. Flame Trucking's principal office is located, and it gives the address. Flame resides, and it gives his address. Flame's PPP loan application. Now, this is how he filed for this loan. United Community Bank is a federally insured financial institution, and it partnered with the Small Business Administration, and it became the lender, approved lender for the PPP loans, okay? So that's how the whole bank thing gets in, because they contracted United Community Bank, the government did, as the liaison to be able to issue these PPP loans. So when you did your application, you had to do it through that. On April 15, 2020, Fame signed and submitted a UCB, United Community Bank, PPP loan application in the name of Flame Trucking. Fame told UCB that Flame Trucking had 107 employees and an average monthly payroll of $1,490,000 at $1,490,200. $1,490,200. Y'all get the goddamn gist of it. $1,490,200. He said that was his goddamn payroll for the month. That he had 107 employees, and his average monthly payroll was almost $1.5 million on a company that only been in existence since April 2019. Boy, bye. Do you know that how long it generally takes for a company to start making a profit? How the hell are you going to be in business only since April of 2019 and actually come on that damn application and tell those people that you had 107 employees and your average payroll a month was almost $1.5 million? Okay. Some of these people, like the shit that they do, is so damn obvious. Like, that's a red flag right there. When the investigators was looking and going through and combing this shit, that's a red flag right there. It generally takes a business 3 years to start making a profit, 3 years to get up into the millions. Why would you have 107 employees on a business that only was open since April of 2019? The coronavirus hit March of 2020. March 16th was the day that we started at my job laying people off due to the coronavirus. So how the fuck did you have a company that wasn't even a year old yet and you had a payroll of $1.4 million? That's a red flag right there. Flame Trucking, their PPP loan application, he certified that the loan proceeds would be used to retain workers, maintain payroll, or make mortgage interest payments, lease payments, utility payments as specified under the Paycheck Protection Program rule. Fame stated that he understood he could be prosecuted for fraud if the PPP loan proceeds were knowingly used for unauthorized purposes. Flame Trucking's PPP loan application requested a loan in the amount of $3,725,500. So $3,725,500. The United Community Bank originally funded the loan in that amount on April 22nd, 2020, not even a month after coronavirus hit. He had already filled that loan application out and got over $3.7 million put in his bank account. I said, excuse me, I had to. But UCB consequently discovered that the loan exceeded the maximum amount that Flame Trucking could borrow under PPP regulations. Now, see, he went overboard. See how the greediness kicked in? He asked for 3.7 million. They funded it, but then UCB subsequently discovered that the loan exceeded the maximum amount that the Flame Trucking could borrow under PPP regulations. So he went overboard. So therefore, to comply with the regulations, UCB took back part of the loan proceeds on April 28th and April 30th, thereby reducing the loan amount to $2,045,000, $2,045,800. So they took the 3.7 back and left it at a little over 2 million. Fame's fraudulent use of the PPP loans on or about April 23rd, 2020, Fame used Flame's Trucking PPP loan to fund a number of wire transfers, including the following. And see, this is where they mess up at, when they start messing around and they start doing these damn wire transfers. When you do wire transfers, that's where you mess it up for yourself, because wire transfers of over $500, that's when you get the boop, 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 boop. That's where you get this whole boop, 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 where we're going to see that, oh, you got a wire of over $500. And I blocked that person quick. Listen, you guys, don't worry about anything that these people say in the comments. These are miserable women. These are miserable women that scream, protect Black women. They hate themselves. They're weird and they're stalkers. They are only going to help me do bigger and better things. They are fine. I will block them. Lynn will block them. We are fine. Don't worry about it. I am okay. I'm not worried. Unless somebody shows up at my door, they can bully me. They can cyber bully. They can do anything that tickles their little nappy ass skulls. I don't care what they do. They're not bothering me. It's okay. I know you just hate to see it, but it's okay. That's what success brings. That people are haters. They are mad that I reported that first. Whether or not the judge signed the paper, that don't mean shit to me. Cardi fucking lost. I mean, Tasha lost. Cardi won. Period. Cardi won. Tasha lost. They're mad because I reported it first. And they listened to that bitch. Tasha's a bitch ass. She's a bitch. She's a fraud. She's a fake. So don't worry about those people. They don't bother me. Long as they're not in my face and on my property, they don't bother me. Fuck them bitches. Fuck Tasha and any other blogger that's talking shit. Fuck them bitches too. They can suck my pussy. Now, on or about April 23rd, he used to fund a number of wire transfers. $30,000 to a DJ, $50,000 to MS. Now, whoever MS is, I don't know. That's the initials of the person. He gave $50,000 to MS. and $350,000 to CW. The $30,000 wire to DJ and the $50,000 wire to MS were payments on loans. This person, CW, told a Wells Fargo investigator that she was not an employee of Flame Trucking and that Fame is her brother. CW also told the Wells Fargo investigator that after receiving the $350,000 wire transfer from Fame, she dispersed the money according to Fame's directions. CW's bank records show that on or about April 28, 2020, CW wire transferred $84,000 to a jewelry store in Duluth, Georgia for investment. CW's bank records also show that on or about April 30th, CW wire transferred $40,000 to a woman in Alexander, Arkansas for child support completion. So this nigga done paid his child support with the shit, went to the jewelry store with the shit. When CW was later interviewed by federal agents, she stated that Fame is her godbrother, not her brother. CW also told federal agents that before she received the $350 wire transfer from Fame, Fame told her he had received a COVID-19 loan from the U.S. government, and he would be sending her some of it so she could handle payroll for him when he was not around. CW said Fame told her that both wire transfers he directed her to make, one to a jewelry store and one to the woman in Arkansas, were for payroll purposes. So she trying to say, bitch, I ain't know nothing about this. I just did what the fuck he said, told me to do, and he told me this is what the shit was for. Loan payments, jewelry purchases, and child support payments are not authorized uses of PPP loan proceeds. Well, shit, we know that. According to information obtained from the jewelry store, Fame paid a total of $85,000, including the $84,000 wire transfer and a cash payment of $1,065 for 3 pieces of jewelry, specifically this custom-made 18-karat Rolex 41mm presidential watch. They got the serial number. The diamonds are sold for $52,000. 1-carat custom-made Cuban bracelet with 34.75 carats of diamonds, which sold for $3,750. The following paragraph shows a man believed to be Fame wearing the 3 pieces of jewelry described above. And see how they get you? You posting on social media, you got the shit everywhere, you wearing the shit, and now they got you posted up. And you did all of that over just wanting to be able to wear fucking jewelry, wanting to be able to wear jewelry, wanting to be able to floss over somebody else's fucking money. Money that doesn't even belong to you. Money that belongs to the government. Money that people need to be using because people are out of work due to the coronavirus, so they trying to keep their businesses in, keep the employees paid, keep the businesses afloat, and this nigga using the money to floss jewelry and run around with jewelry and shit on. And look how the FBI, they get you. They watch your social media accounts. So they got this motherfucker, they got a picture of his ass with the fucking jewelry on. On April 24th, in support of Fame's assertion that Flame Trucking had an average monthly payroll of $1,490,200, Fame sent an email to UCB attaching what Fame represented to be October, November, and December 2019 bank statements for Flame's trucking account at Arvis Bank. According to Arvis Bank, Flame's trucking account was closed on September 17, 2019. Investigators provided Arvis Bank with copies of the purported October, November, and 2019 bank statements that were submitted to UCB as part of Flame's trucking PPP loan application. Arvis Bank reviewed those documents and informed investigators that they were not genuine. So he fucking made up some fake ass bank statements that it was from Arvis Bank, and the bank fucking told the investigators that they're not genuine. So he used some fraudulent bank records to submit with this PPP loan. Because whenever you're applying for a loan, personal or business, you got to show your income. You got to show your company's value, the worth. You got to show what you usually have in the bank at the end of the month. You got to show all that stuff. So he knew that his bank statements were not going to hold up the fact that he's entitled to a $3.7 million loan. So he had to fake them. So when they contacted Arvis Bank, they told them that it is not real. Fane's false exculpatory statements to federal agents. On May 6, 2020, Fane was interviewed by the federal agents. Fane admitted that he submitted a PPP loan application on behalf of Flame Trucking, but Fane claimed that he used all of the PPP loan's proceeds to pay payroll and other business expenses incurred by Flame Trucking. And Fane expressly denied that he used any of the PPP loan proceeds to pay his personal debts and expenses. Search and seizure warrants. Between May 7th and May 11th, 2020, agents executed seizure warrants and seized a total of approximately $503,000 in PPP loan proceeds from 3 bank accounts used by Fane to disperse the loan proceeds, including one at United Community Bank, one at Wells Fargo, and one at Navy Federal Credit Union. On May 11, 2020, investigators executed a search warrant at Fane's residence, which purportedly was also the principal office of Flame Trucking. Now, if you're running a business that is paying employees over $3.7 million a month in payroll, why are you running your office out of your house? How is your principal office your residence? If you're running a business that produces a monthly payroll of $3 million, how are you running your business out of your residence? So see, this is the dumbness of Black folk. Some Black folk, some of these people that are so ruled by money that they want to do anything. He was rushing so fast to fill this shit out. At least get a building for your fucking trucking company. How the fuck you running a major business that's pumping out $3.7 million in payroll a month and you running that shit out your home? Okay. But I'm stupid. I'm the dumb bitch. I'm the stupid bitch. Okay. Fane told the agents that he believed he had the right to use part of the PPP loans for other business purposes and for working capital. Fane also stated that he believed the jewelry would increase in value because he would be wearing it, which would make it more valuable. Y'all hear this, Negro? He told the agents that he believed he had the right to use part of the PPP loan proceeds for other business purposes and for working capital because the jewelry, by him wearing it, it would increase in value. Wow. During the search, agents found a bag containing exactly $70,000 in cash, most of which was bundled in $2,000 stacks and separated with paper wrappings bearing the name United Community Bank and stamped April 23rd or April 24th. 2 bundles of money were in envelopes bearing the name Navy Federal Credit Union. When asked where he got this cash, Fane stated that it was his personal money. During the search, agents seized over $9,400 in currency from the pockets of the clothes that Fame was wearing. So they emptied this nigga's pockets. They said, nigga, give me that shit. Anything he had, down to the dollar bills, they took every dime out of his pockets while he was getting arrested, while they was seizing. They went in the nigga's pockets and took his chump change, his 9,400. They took that shit too from his pockets. During the search, Fame voluntarily agreed to speak with the agents. Fame was shown the Arvis Bank statements that he made that was fake from October, November, and December, which he submitted as part of his application. Fame denied that these were his bank statements, but he admitted that they were transmitted from his email account to UCB. So whose shit were they? You're denying it, but you sent it in the email. Oh my God. Fame further stated that the entity identified in those documents as Heartland Payroll Systems was not the payroll processor used by Flame Trucking. Fame claimed that he could not remember the name of the payroll processor Flame Trucking actually used. How can you not remember the name of the payroll company you use if you paying out $3.7 million a month in payroll? Heartland Payroll Systems. First of all, any kind of payroll system that is issuing over $3.7 million, it's going to be something like ADP, Paychecks, iSolved, some type of large platform. And you're going to know who the fuck these people are if you paying out over $3.7 million monthly. I just don't understand people. I don't understand people. I want to go back up to something real quick. Yeah, they have a monthly payroll of 1.5 million. So if he had a company that is paying out over 1.5 million, you needed to get 3.7 million as a PPP loan. How are you running that out of your home? How do you not know what payroll company you're using? And how do you not know who the payroll processing company is? These are people that you guys watch on TV, these reality stars. They do anything for fame. They're doing anything for money. This goes to show you how people desperate, they will do anything for money. Anything. Risk their lives to appear so they can wear jewelry and they can wear it and floss. People have no integrity. People have lost their souls. People are ruled by money. Agents told Fame whether he knows the Arkansas woman who received the $40,000 for child support completion. Fame stated that he don't know the woman, but he added that he does not know the names of all his employees. So he's trying to say that CW sent the wire transfer for the child support completion, and he don't even know who the woman is. So you sent $40,000 for child support, and you don't know who it is. You don't know who the woman is. You don't know who sent the money, and you just have it sent, but you don't know where it went. You don't know names of all your employees, but you paying out over $1.4 million. How do you not know? How do you not know who your employees are if you paying out over 1.7 million? If I was paying out that kind of money per month, 1.4 million in payroll a month, and you don't know the names of all your employees, boy bye. Boy bye. In Fame's garage, agents found a 2019 Rolls-Royce Wraith. They got the VIN number right here, which still had the temporary dealer tag on it. Agents asked Fame whether he used any of the PP loan proceeds to purchase that vehicle. So, honey, when they was going through getting him, they seen that car. They asked, "Did you use the money to purchase it? What about this, sir? Did you purchase it with this, sir?" No, I did not. Then he says, "Kinda, sorta, not really." So they asked him, "Did you use the money for this?" "Kinda, sorta, not really." What kind of fucking answer is that? Kinda, sorta, not really. Kinda, sorta, not really. Did you use the money for this Rolls Royce Wraith? No, kinda, sorta, not really. What the fuck does that mean? According to documents available online, the total suggested retail price of that vehicle was $308,975,000. So $381,975,000 is the price of that Rolls Royce Wraith. Based on my training and experience and the information provided in this affidavit, I respectively submit that there is probable cause to believe that Fame's conduct, as described above, violated the bank fraud statute, and I request that the court issue a warrant for his arrest on those charges. And then request for sealing. They're going to request that evidence. I further request that the court order that this affidavit, the proposed criminal complaint, the proposed arrest warrant, the motion to seal, and the opposed sealing order be sealed under further court order of the court. Blah, blah, blah. Just some other mumbo jumbo. So, yeah, Arkansas Mo defrauded the government a PPP loan over $3.7 million. They dropped it down to over maybe a little over $2 million once they seen that he actually got more than he was supposed to get. And then in the summer, June 24th, he didn't even have the money loan. He didn't even get the floss loan. He got that shit in April. They fucking had his ass by June 24th. So the question I would ask him, was it worth it? Just those few little months of being able to wear the jewelry, of being able to floss, was it worth it? Was it worth the time that you may have to do? Was it worth being publicly embarrassed by this? Your name is all in the paper. Now you got a federal case. Was it worth it? It was just 3 months. And I can see if you had a business and you felt like you were entitled to everybody that had a business could get a PPP loan. But to go overboard and be greedy and get that much amount of money, that's the audacity of it all. That's where you get yourself caught up. Because there were a lot of people that they were in an industry, waitressing, DJ, and all types of stuff that is not, they're not even back to work yet. There's businesses, retail businesses, that's closed down that are never coming back. We lost a whole business, retail, during the coronavirus, just been wiped out. And you took this PPP loan, you took $3.7 million, then down to $2 million, away from that program that could have been for another business that might have got, who knows, that might have got denied, might have got all the money they were entitled to because you got some of it and you didn't even deserve it. You might have had a company that might have been worth $50,000 maybe, and maybe you could have got something like that. But millions of dollars, no, that's terrible. That's just greediness. And now on the other hand, y'all, we got Kevin Hart's personal assistant. He out here taking money for himself. He said, "I'm going to use this goddamn credit card, child." Now, Kevin Hart's personal shopper allegedly stole more than $1 million from the actor by making unauthorized purchases on Hart's credit cards. Dylan Jason Sire was arraigned in Queens Superior Court on Wednesday, facing grand larceny and other charges. Now, this was just yesterday, so This is current. This is published by People. Sire, age 29, was charged on a 10-count indictment with grand larceny in the first and second degree, criminal possession of stolen property in the first and second degree, identity theft in the first degree, and scheme to defraud in the first degree by acting Queens Supreme Court Justice John Littell. In addition, the DA filed an asset for forfeiture action against Sire in civil court, seeking to seize, restrain, and ultimately forfeit Sire's assets up to the amount that he allegedly stole. Any recovered assets will first be used to make any victims of this crime whole. According to the DA, Sire first started working with Hart in 2015 when he was hired to obtain several items for the actor through his personal shopping business, Sire Consulting LLC. After that, Sire kept Hart's credit card numbers with the understanding that he would only make authorized purchases. But according to prosecutors, Sire went on to make more than $1 million worth of unauthorized charges on those credit cards over the course of 19 months. The investigation revealed that the defendant used his business credit card processing account to make unauthorized charges on Mr. Hart's credit card. Once those credit card charges were processed by Sire's bank, the proceeds poured into Sire's checking account. According to the DA, Sire charged about $923,000 on Hart's credit cards, combined with $240,000 worth of jewelry and watches bought from a California jeweler. With Mr. Hart's stolen money in the defendant's bank account and at his disposal, the defendant then purchased thousands of dollars of fine art and other collectibles and at least 5 Paytech Fit watches valued at more than $400,000. Paytech Felipe watches. Oh, God. Watches. These people in these fucking watches. $400,000 in watches. Nah, I don't need that many goddamn watches. Among these art and collectible purchases was a Sam Freeman painting, at least 16 beer brick collectible dolls. This nigga got dolls. 5 KAW's collectible dolls, Cause dolls, and 2 Louis Vuitton keepable bandolier bags. Oh my God. Several photos of items described by the DA were still on Sire's Instagram page as of Wednesday. After Sire was arrested on Wednesday, investigators searched his home, reportedly discovering about $250,000 worth of cash and goods. No one is immune to being targeted by frauders. This defendant, who owned a personal shopping business, used legitimate purchases to gain access and then allegedly continued to charge the actor's credit cards for astronomical sums of money. The DA thanked Hart for his cooperation in the investigation. The actor did not immediately respond to People's request for comment on Wednesday. Sire is scheduled to return to court on February 17th. If convicted as charged, he could face up to 25 years in prison. It was not yet clear if Sire has obtained legal representation. Child. That is what these people are out here frauding in these streets. It's, but it's sad because it's just the climate of our nation. People want money, they want riches, they want prestige. They'll do anything to get it, including stealing, robbing, using other people's money, cards, because it's really hard out here to make a living for these rich white people. These people want to be able to live this lavish life. These reality stars want to be able to live this lavish life. And they will do anything to keep it and anything to do it. And it's sad, but that's our climate. That's our community. It's the thing to have money. It's the thing to wear jewelry around your neck, the floss, because you want to impress people on Instagram. You want everybody to think you got it. And so now people are resorting to stealing. They're resorting to robbing. They're resorting to frauding the government for money. All to be able to buy Rolls Royces, pocketbooks, watches, and just walk around with wads of cash in your pocket. It's sad. It's really sad. And when people are really out here starving and can't even work, don't even know how they're going to pay their bills, and these people's out here trying to defraud for millions of dollars so they can fucking go on trips and live lavish. It's a damn shame. It just goes to show you where people's morals are at and where we stand in this country. Shit. I would never do that. I can't even think of anything that I would, even try to attempt to do anything like that. Because in my mind, I'm going, no, that shit gonna come back on me. Dealing with that kind of money, that's a lot of fucking money to be fucking around with. Trying to handle millions of dollars in fraud, that shit's gonna come back on you. I would have been too nervous to even try to do that shit. Filling out that application, asking for millions of dollars, I couldn't even begin to try to do no shit like that. Child, please. So y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what you think about these fools, about these dumbass people. One trying to defraud the government and the other one trying to steal from Kevin Hart, child. And it's in the millions. They ain't going for a little bit of money. They going for the fucking juggler. Millions, bitch. These people said they want motherfucking millions. Run me them dollars, bitch. Bye, y'all. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Bye.